Her film One Battle After Another won Best Picture, but it was the movie Sinners that had a big night. It entered the evening with 16 nominations. They took home the Best Original Screenplay, Best Original Score, and Best Cinematography. Here to talk with us about the Oscars and the historical night for Black actors and filmmakers is Capital B reporter Aallyah Wright. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, Brittany.
Absolutely. It's great to have you. So tell us about the night, some major wins for Black creatives.
Absolutely. First off, I just have to, before we even get into the awards and the wins, can we just celebrate for a moment that recreation of the juke joint scene? That
Let's
was
go.
that performance. It's one thing, I think, to watch the film and see it and hear the soundtrack, but to hear Miles Caton live and to see all of the montage of music and dances, I mean, it just felt like a huge celebration for Black film, Black creators, Black culture. So I just wanted to take a moment to talk about that. But as you mentioned, I mean, before the awards even started, Sinners had already made history with 16 nominations, the most that has ever happened in the Academy Awards. And you mentioned, Best Original Screenplay. That was historic because Ryan Coogler became the second Black person to win in that category, following Jordan Peele, who had won in 2018 for Get Out. You also mentioned, Best Cinematography, Durald Arkapaw, who became the first woman, period, to win this category. I mean, it's wild to think 2026 and the first time a woman has won in this category, but a major celebration there. I mean, it was even especially remarkable and just touching to hear her speech where she honors, the women who came before her. And she even took a moment to tell or ask all of the women in the room to stand, to celebrate in this moment with her, because she couldn't have done this without the women in her corner. And so that was just an amazing moment to see. And also, Michael B. Jordan winning actor in a leading role for Sinners. He was the sixth Black person to win in this category. But it was even amazing to see the standing ovation that he received when he accepted that award. I think it was an amazing night for Black creators, Black filmmakers, Black writers. I mean, you also mentioned Teyana Taylor. They won Best Picture for One Battle After Another. I know there's been controversial takes on whether her character flattens Black women. On the other side, some folks were excited about how radical her character was. But again, Black folks were seen, they were winning, and it was amazing to see.
Let's go to Ryan Coogler. I believe we have a moment from the awards with him speaking. I know he became the second Black filmmaker in 98 years to ever win Best Original Screenplay. Let's go back to see what he had to say.
Please sit down, because I'm very nervous and they're gonna play me off. Because I grew up in Oakland, Richmond, California, and we can talk a lot. So I want to thank the Academy for thinking of our movie that came out almost a year ago. This is an incredible honor. I want to thank my fellow nominees. You guys, I want to thank y'all for the gifts that y'all movies were and for y'all friendship over the past years and months. I want to thank everybody that was involved with this movie, starting with Warner Brothers. Mike and Pam, you're here. David, you're here somewhere. Everybody, all my cast and crew, please stand up. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Yo, you guys are, oh my God. You all are winners in my book. Y'all are winners in my book. Sevo Hani and Zinzi Coogler, you guys are the best producers in the world. Zinzi, you're the best wife and mom in the world. Every day I get to spend with you is better than the one that came before it. And to my parents who are here, thank y'all for all the memories. Thank y'all for making me believe in myself. And to my babies that are at home watching, I apologize for all the time away. Dad loves you. Memories are all we have. I hope I've given you some great ones. And when y'all blessed to live a long life and Dad becomes just a memory, I want y'all to remember this one thing. I love y'all more than anything.
What did you think of that moment?
I just thought it was beautiful and so important that he focused on the humanity and the relationships that he's cultivated to create this film. And I think that's why people so many people, you know, have gravitated towards Sinners because you can see that humanity throughout, whether it's with, you know, Michael B. Jordan playing the Smokestack Twins, or the folks who are coming from the plantations to come and dance in the juke joint, whether it's Miles Caton's character, like you get that the complexity of the story and the humanity at the center of it. And it's you know, based on my hometown, Clarksdale, Mississippi, so I'm a little bit biased too.
Let's go.
But no, I it was just amazing to just hear, you know, the gratitude and him thanking all of the people who were involved in creating that film, and of course a personal shout out to his family and his children.
You know, another special moment from last night came with Michael B. Jordan winning Best Lead Actor. He's the 6th Black actor in history to take home that award. He joins Will Smith, Sidney Poitier, Forrest Whitaker, Denzel Washington, Jamie Foxx. Let's go back and see what he had to say when Jordan...
Man. God is good. God is good. And yeah, mama, what's up? Y'all know how I feel about my mother, and my father's here. Your pops, where you at? My dad came in from Ghana. He flew in from Ghana to be here. My brother, my sister's here. My family. I want to thank Warner Brothers. I want to thank Mike and Pam for believing in this dream, this vision of Ryan Coogler, and betting on a culture and betting on original ideas and original artistry. And you're an amazing, amazing person. I'm so honored to call you a collaborator and a friend, and you gave me the opportunity and space for me to be seen. And I love you too, bro. Love you to death. I would like to thank my incredible cast. Wumi, thank you so much for giving Smoke opportunity to be him. Haley at home, you know, she's getting ready to have a baby right now. Thank you so much for being the other half of Stack. Miles, Delroy, Jamie, everybody, Lily, Omar, the entire cast. I thank you guys for supporting me through this. My team, Phil Sun, Greg Slewitt, Lindsey Gallon. Man, y'all. I stand here because of the people that came before me. Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington, Halle Berry, Jamie Foxx, Forrest Whitaker, Will Smith, and to be amongst those giants, amongst those greats, amongst my ancestors, amongst my guys. Thank you, everybody in this room and everybody at home, for supporting me over my career. I feel it. I know you guys want me to do well, and I want to do that because you guys bet on me. So thank you for keep betting on me. And I'm gonna keep stepping up, and I'm gonna keep being the best version of myself I could be. So I just want to say thank you for everybody in this room that had something to do with my success. I love you guys, and everybody at home who supported Sinners, who went to go see the movie once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. Thank you, because you guys made this movie what it is. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Aallyah, what do you think about actors getting the support of other Black actors and, you know, just relying on each other to help each other flourish?
I mean, I think it's necessary. I think it takes a village, right? It's really difficult to do the work, whether you're an actor, whether you're a journalist, whatever field you're in, and to feel isolated and to feel like you don't have help or support. And I feel like it's important to have longevity, you know, in an industry, to, you know, be able to strengthen your skills, to sharpen your knowledge, to just have somebody to talk to when times are hard. So I think it's incredible that he has that support from his peers. And yeah, we all need it.
So there were some other major moments of the night. Tell us about something that stands out to you.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that stood out to me, and I know Sinners was, you know, the talk of the night with the, you know, 16 nominations. They won 4 awards. But what I really appreciate and feel like what was seen was the fact that original stories about Black people matter. I think so often there's been so many conversations about, will a Black film do well? Would people actually support a film, you know, about Black people? And Ryan Coogler showed that does exist and it can happen. Of course, in his previous work, but this was a story that, you know, was inspired by his family who were from Mississippi, music that he heard, other films that he explored. And it was something that he wrote from the heart, and to show the authenticity of Black folks, the diversity of its art and its culture and its people. And then of course having the horror and vampires behind it. And people showing up over and over and over again, just the cultural and global impact that the film has made. I want to make sure that that is overstated, because I've seen some pieces already that have said, oh, Sinners had more losses than it had wins. But there's so much more. And many of the actors have said, yeah, it's great to be recognized. It's great to win these awards. But the most important part is being able to make the films about our culture. And so I just, wanted to hit that point, because I feel like it's super instrumental, and especially for, you know, aspiring filmmakers, for writers and journalists like myself, to keep going, to know that, you know, especially me, because I am a proud native of the South. And I've had people to tell me stories about the South don't matter and people don't care. Well, listen, it does.
That's right. Absolutely. It sure does. You know, let's also take a moment to honor Hattie McDaniel, who was the first Black woman to win an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind back in 1940. During the award ceremony, which was held at a segregated hotel, she was not allowed to sit with her own cast. She was forced to sit at a small table in the back of the room. McDaniel said in an acceptance speech that she hoped to always be a credit to her race and the motion picture industry. Talk about the weight of her win and how it has paved the way for so many other Black entertainers that we know today.
Yeah, there always has to be the first. And I can imagine, you know, the burden that she probably had to carry, the racism that she had to endure, the labor, all of, you know, the work that went into her, you know, one, being a part of that film, but also winning an award for supporting actress in 1940. Oh my goodness. And then to be relegated to the fact that, oh, you are not equal, so you cannot sit at this table. But you can sit in the back and then you can accept your award. And still marching on that stage with her head held high and accepting that award, not just on behalf of herself, but for her race, for her culture. She knew that it would pave the way. She knew that she was a trailblazer to make space for those to come forward. So yes, let's not be remiss, and let's lift up Hattie McDaniel, because if it weren't for her, we wouldn't have so many that have come after her. And it's still unfortunate that we're still saying, oh, second Black person, first woman to be nominated in such and such category. It still shows that, yes, there's been some progress since 1940, but there's still a long way to go.
Aallyah, we want to thank you so much for joining us today on The Breakdown, a Capital B reporter. You have to follow her work. Thank you so much. We'll have to see you again very soon, okay?
Absolutely, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right. Have you come across any news story that deserves our attention? We always want to hear from you. Please, we're going to put that QR code. You see it on the screen now. You can submit your comments or your questions and connect.